Okay, here we go. This treatment here that I'm using on this wood has been proven for 60 years, tested and proven that it will prevent um, timber wood from rotting, even if it has direct contact with moisture for said amount of years. So let's say every year you get maybe 20% out of the year, 20 to 30% out of the year, it comes in contact with moisture, direct contact with moisture, water. It will prevent it from rotting. Now, it's not recommended that you continue to do that. The primary objective is to make sure it doesn't come in contact with moisture. But this is proven that it has been tested. And I learned this from Mr. Smilers, the great Smilers. So right now I already have the layout where I'm going to sketch the layout in, but due to too much sun and I use charcoal, you can't really see where the place for the carving is set. So right now this been sitting outside and it has major water damage on the section that was coming in contact with concrete and moisture for a period of time. So now I'm just gonna take a hammer and slowly go along and knock it out, try to get to solid wood, and then see can do the oil treatment to it to preserve it and stop this from continuing to happen. It's pretty strong as well too. So ooh, that's hard. Over here it's just a tiny little sliver that's been damaged. Over here it's a little bit more severe. And yes, I'm choking the hammer. So the great Smilers was the one that was very influential, taught me a lot of tricks and secret about how to preserve wood and then prevent it from coming under attack by termites. What you can do to treat it. So this one right here, I'm using this to honor his memory and his legacy. That's why I'm choking the hammer. And choking is not the best thing to do. See, when you don't choke it, it's a little bit more control and better. But I'm a little tired right now, not wanting to. Over here, it seems like it's pretty bad. And this is the area where it was directly coming in contact with the moisture in the ground and the dirt, cause it to rot at a rapid pace. So this section right there came in contact with it intensely, and then that section right there. Now that I knocked it out with the hammer, I'm gonna take this wire brush and see if I just go ahead and just hit it with the wire brush and try to clean it up. I'm trying to keep the natural curvature of the wood, by the way. In areas where I can't do that, I'll just allow it to be whatever it decides to be. I'm not gonna modify it or change it. Okay? Then I gotta put some clothes on and cover myself up because this gets pretty rough. When you're swinging the hammer and you put your hand there, that's called choking. Anywhere around here is choking. You're supposed to hold the hammer like that. It's more control. Then you can swing with purpose. And the hammer is supposed to be an extension of yourself. That. You're supposed to be able to look at what you want to hit. The hammer is an extension of you, so you should be able to carry that out. I was fortunate to come. I was fortunate to be around guys that taught me how to use the equipment, helped me to become better. So I'm doing the same, carrying it out. So there you go. An extension of yourself. You should be able to see something with your eyes. So basically, if you want to hit the nail, you envision hitting the nail with the center of the thing, and then you look at the nail, and then you use the hammer to make contact with the nail and get that task accomplished. All right, with that, no more with that. I'm going to proceed and see if I can hit it with the wire brush now, see what's going to happen. I may have to stop and go get gloves and stuff depending on how bad this is. If it's anything like sandblasting, then yeah, I might have to go get some more clothes and properly cover up myself. All right, it's going well. How do you, as you proceed, the brush will give you an indication of what needs to be shelled off or clean. All the rotted section, the brush will tell you, it will give you an indication and it will come off easily. The moment you see that the material is not being extracted, that means it's pretty dense and hard and you're not going to be able to change or take off anymore from there. All right, here goes again. All right, this right there is an indication that this is cedar, so I was wrong. It's not mahogany and it's not hardwood, a type of hardwood that we have here, like maybe Nargusta or ironwood or something like that. This is cedar. So I'm gonna take a section and try few seconds, clean off the top because I have a section where I'm gonna do my carving. I don't wanna come in contact with that area as I clean, and from there we're gonna proceed again. Okay, I just got it cleaned, the whole thing. So give me a second, get it swept and cleaned off, and then I can record that. Mr. Smile as well as a rough and rugged man, a gentle soul, genius at what he did and does, influential, inspiring, all dropping. Okay, there you have it. I'm gonna clean off some of the dust. Working on this table. All right. Want to pay homage and salute and tribute to some of the men that's been instrumental and motivational and encouraging and supporting, like in the construction field. Gotta pay homage to great smilers, but utmostly and sincerely salute Decker Ears from Edico Construction, Doug Russell from Trim Construction, Dan Bidner that inspired me and motivated me to be a business owner in the construction industry, Tim Robinson, teacher, Kevin Donahue, teacher, Sope, builder. Um, I think that's about it. If there's more that come to mind, I'll include it. Pastor Galen Clark. That's the gentleman that donated the slab right there, off in the corner that faded into the darkness of the yard. All right, it needs a little bit more buffing and cleaning before I can carve the name, so I'll proceed with that. Yep, agreed. I need to buff and clean it a little bit more. Give you a previews of it. Yo, that's coming out dope. Super dope, man. Woo. So the first person to teach me this technique was Kenrick Gordon and Henry, the neighbor. Also want to pay homage to Henry, the plumber slash electrician, temporary or not as great electrician from California area that now resides in Belize. A great dear friend of mine that continually empower me, inspire, motivate, and support me. So this phase is just like polishing and cleaning. Polish as in the sense to like get to a phase or a state where you can just allow the natural oils and stuff in the wood to come out. Clean as in buff off the years of wear and tear and being outside, because you can see the difference. That's the oil treatment there in black. I haven't cleaned that because that's where I have the layout for the carving. And from there, I apologize for getting the name wrong, because this is cedar. It's not mahogany and it's not hardwood. It's turning out to be quite beautiful, as by the way. I feel I should like maybe go one more time, do one more pass, and then just leave it like that. Be content. You know, one of the trick about this is like sometimes you get so entranced and entrenched and engulfed in that phase that you just keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, and then you kill the beauty that was really there. So you got to find that common balance and be able to have restraint and just be like, okay, I think I've done all I can do, because that's basically you're coming from a place of emotion. So now what I'm trying to say or talk about is like give that profound admiration for is, most people like to say, well, hey, that's loony bin talk. But you need to let the peace speak to you. You need to let the peace speak to you. You need to be in a physical and mental state of mind where the peace will be like, okay, you have done all you can do. Just let it be. Let me take over. This is what I want. This is how I'm going to represent myself. And that's where I'm at right now. So just trying to like highlight that for those that are planning to get into it and those that are into it but haven't got to that phase yet. Listen to the piece. So I'm gonna go check it out and then see what else I can do to it. All right, there we go. I got it set and prepped and ready. So now all I can do is do the carving there in the dark spot, and then we're gonna work on the legs again and change out the legs. Everyone said the legs don't look right. It makes it look crappy. I do agree, but that's the only material I had. So we're gonna redo the legs now. I'm gonna set up for that as well. That's what those are the tools for today.